Lovely, it's Yasmin Varji from Tiny Time Big Results, and in this video I wanted to share with you 5 things that I would do differently if I was starting my business all over again. I've been in business self-employed since 2012 and it has been like this, and the reason why I share that with you is because maybe you've had the same experience where it has been up and down, up and down, up and down. And last night, as I was kind of journaling and just getting ready for bed, and I was thinking, what would be the 5 things that I would do differently? And that's what I want to share with you today, because I think these are essential. Because if you want to take your message, your mission, your voice, this desire that you have to create something, your idea, and turn it into a profitable online business, and you're like me and you've got limited time because of family and you just want to have a lifestyle, then these are the things that I would really emphatically encourage you to focus on in order to really build traction. And sometimes there's a part of me that kind of kicks myself thinking, God, I wish I'd known this then. But, that doesn't do anybody any good, especially not me. So for me, it's about, okay, well, how can I help you get past that learning curve and cut a lot of it out? So I hope this helps you and helps you to kind of create some of the clarity that you need. So the very first thing that I would say is, and this is something that I went backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards on so much, was creating clarity on my niche, about the problem that I was really solving, and really creating clarity on it. And then here's the thing, sticking with it, right? You pick a niche, you pick a problem that you're going to solve, and then just do that. No chopping and changing, stick with it for 6 to 12 months and really build traction. Because the thing is, your niche, what you do, what you offer, will evolve and change over time, without a shadow of a doubt. However, if you're constantly chopping and changing and you're not building any traction in the meantime, then it means that you're taking 3 steps forward and 10 steps backwards all the time. So I would say is pick your niche, pick that problem that you want to solve, and then stick with it and build traction, okay? And get moving on that. I'm just consulting my notes down here because there's a few things I want to make sure that I don't miss out. The second thing that I would say is take time to build your audience. Get to know really clearly who your ideal audience, your dream client is, and then really take time to build that, because without an audience, nothing happens. Nobody's interested. You're kind of just talking to, thin air. So make sure that you are taking time to build an audience so that when you do put your offers out there, there's a receptive audience waiting to hear what you have to say. That can only be a good thing. So do take the time to build your audience. But in order to do that, you need to get really clear about who that audience is. Number 3, create tons of value for your audience. Don't be afraid of giving away the shop. Make sure that you are giving lots and lots of value, whether it's in free content, whether it's in a podcast, whether it's in a book, whatever it might be. But just make sure that you're, and it could just be answering a question that somebody is asked in a Facebook group. But just keep creating tons and tons of value, because what I know for sure is that when you focus on serving your audience, then this is what will actually help you to build your business. Because when you focus on the money, it only gets you so far. And I know this, I speak, with great authority on this. I have chased the money as well, like pretty much most every business owner does, because you want to get that cash flow coming in. And yet when you step back and you focus on the service, then you will reap the rewards. Then number 4 is know the tech basics. Now I know that technology and digital marketing and social media and all of that stuff can be quite overwhelming and daunting for people, but don't let it be. There are just a few simple basics that you need to know in order for you to build that traction and to really get going. You don't need to have all of the bells and whistles. You really don't. This is where we compare our chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 25. It just doesn't work. They didn't get to that point by jumping straight to chapter 25. They started at chapter 1. So whether you're on chapter 3 or 4, doesn't matter. here are the four things that I would say to you that you definitely need to know how to do. It's how to create a simple opt-in free gift and how to then collect emails. How to run webinars, I think, is really powerful. I love webinars. I think they're brilliant for expanding your reach and your impact. How to do email marketing, so sending out simple emails, creating newsletters, so that, again, when you're building that audience, you need somewhere for them to be able to congregate and for them to be able to know what it is that you're doing. And then a simple website, a really simple website that's just like a shopfront window. Actually, and when I think back to when I first started, for months I just had a very simple coming soon page, and yet I was still able to build a list. And so don't be, again, thinking that you have to have it all bells and whistles. And then the fifth thing that I would do differently, and this is a biggie, okay? This is a real biggie. Get in alignment and stay there. Now, what the heck does that mean? You're probably thinking, Yasmin, what are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. When things are going really, really well, and everything just starts to flow so much easily, and that's really when you're in alignment. But when you then start self-sabotaging, start questioning your doubts, start questioning your own self-worth, and you have all of those things, I'm not good enough, you then start to fall out of alignment and things go to pot. And so for me, getting into alignment is being really clear about what's important to me and making sure that I'm focusing in on that, so that I'm not self-sabotaging myself. I'm not kind of making a big, mountain out of a molehill. Get into alignment and stay there. Do what feels really good. Make sure whatever it is that you're about to do, it feels really, really good. Now, my little camera is waving at me, so I think my time is up. I don't know why. But if you'd like to know more